candles is actually not the way we do it today, but rather at the entrance of our house. Gemara says, at the entrance to your house, on the outside of your house, meaning that when you enter the house, you'll have the mezuzah on your right, and on the left you'll have your Chanukah, and then you enter to the house, kind of telling you, surrounding you with mitzvot on either side when you enter the house. And if we imagine what it is to actually light candles, when it's cold evening, when you go outside, you put on coats, you go outside into the rain or into the cold, you go outside with the family, you quickly light the Chanukah, stay out there, I don't know how long, maybe a minute or two until you freeze, then you run back inside and close the door, and then you don't actually see the Hanukkah candles at all, which is actually very different than I assume most of us experience Hanukkah nowadays, because nowadays I think most people, at least in the States, most people light the candles in the house, and therefore the description of lighting Hanukkah is when the whole family gathers in the living room or next to the window. Everyone gathers together, maybe a few people light Chanukiot. Everyone lights the Chanukiot in maybe in different places, or maybe everyone on the table, and then you gather around and you sing and you have the light of the Chanukiah for the next half an hour. You can look at the Chanukiot and you can feel the light and you feel the presence of the Chanukiot. Now that's a very different description than having it outside, closing the door, and coming back inside. And it really raises the question what the essence of the Chanukah is. Why isn't the initial mitzvah, the ideal place to actually light the Chanukah is actually outside, and not in your house in the living room, where you can actually see the light and enjoy it for the next amount of time while it's lighting. And I think that when you go back to the actual meaning of the mitzvah, I think it's not really supposed to be for the people in the house, but rather for the people outside. It's supposed to be something that says, this is who we are. We're kind of showing the world, showing the people outside who are going to pass by our window or pass by our house, telling them this is who we are. This is the essence of what kind of family we are. The same way we have a mezuzah up on our wall, we have a Chanukah on the other side, saying this is who we are, this is what we want to represent, and we want to light this light out. We want to shine this light outward, not inward. And I think the idea of outward and inward on Hanukkah it's a very essential part of Hanukkah. Having it at the entrance of the door, there's actually an interesting machloket between Ashkenazim and Sfaradim. Ashkenaz and Sfarad, whether you're supposed to have it when you have your house, then you have a garden. Do you put it at the entrance to the garden or at the entrance to your house? How far away do you want the Chanukah from your house? It's supposed to be close to you, or is it supposed to be really towards the street so that anyone walking outside will see it? Where are we aiming towards? How much are we geared in, saying this is who we are, and how much are we trying to really shine the light out to the world outside and say this is what we are and this is what we represent? And I think Hanukkah is actually about both of those things. And the Gemara actually says, very interestingly, that in times of danger, you move the Chanukah into the house. When originally you're supposed to do it outside, that's the ideal mitzvah. But in times of danger, you then take the Chanukah and bring it into the house, and then you start to light inward. And I think that what the Gemara is telling us is that Hanukkah actually has both those aspects to it. And in times of danger, what we have to do is kind of invert more and kind of try to light up who we are and what we are and find our own identity inside. And in times that we feel more safe and more secure and more confident, then we try to light this light outward, put the emphasis on what's going on to the world outside. But either way, both in times of peace and in times of danger, I think that Hanukkah is very much about being just at that entrance, of knowing how to leave your comfort zone, leaving your house, going outside the opening to the outer side of it, and managing to light a Chanukah there, managing to leave your comfort zone and say, this is who we are as a family, this is what we represent, this is what we are, and this is who we are, and then to manage to come back inside. And I think managing to be maybe at that doorstep, in and out, is a very important part of Hanukkah. When you see that the different poskim, some paskin more to show it more to the world, and some say, nah, stay kind of more inverted. And I kind of think that lots of different halachot regarding Hanukkah play on that different idea of showing who we are as a family to the world outside and saying who we are inward. So hope you have a happy Hanukkah with both of those sides in it.